hasn't been muted, please mute now. Okay, we got one more trying to get in, so I'm just gonna wait. Wait, is he trying to get in? Is Pershaw's trying to get in? Let's get him in here then.
I'll be AFK quickly. I'll be right back.
He's a veteran. I want him in. Roll him.
He's rolled. He's a test to join.
Hey, should I try to get Zal in here private if he wants to join? Luna Scriptor?
It's a little late for that.
Okay, no problem then.
A little late for that. We'll get him in here. Pro in here. He rolled. HDX is he rolled or like?
Pro shot is rolled.
Okay, good. Thank you. That's all I needed to know. Yes, please continue to be on top of it. I didn't realize that they couldn't access Vital. Okay, I'm gonna give you all a forewarning here. This is going to be ranty. It's not solely about clans either. I'm just going to point that out. It's more or less, I guess, it's somewhat like a memoir. I mean, literally. So I'm going to inform you that it is meaty. It is ranty. I may say something more than once. But it's time for me to ultimately speak my mind. I don't really have anything to lose here, so I'm ultimately going to go all out with this, and I hope you understand. So I'm just gonna say I hope you understand that before we even get started here. If everyone understands, I guess we will proceed. Tell Panday that I'm starting now. So that he can listen. Now, I don't get choked up too often, but in the case that I do, you're going to have to bear with me. You're going to have to keep in mind I've been a part of this group a lot longer than everyone else has. So I apologize in advance for everything, basically. All right. So, I guess I'll go ahead and start now. And sorry for the delay. All right, brothers and sisters, it is unfortunate that I was not able to teach you longer, but my time has come. I know many of you only knew me as a rule enforcer, but any veteran of this clan will tell you that that wasn't the case for their time. I was simply betrayed a lot, and it changed me. It made me less human, but such is life. You have to live and you have to learn. You learn to accept the path you're given, if you can't change it. I was once energetic, able to do a lot, and educate on top of it. Sadly, my health just isn't the same anymore. Even though I'm 20, my health just is not the same. Stress is a big part of that. It was simply overwhelming. Such aspects are a contributing factor in my retirement, but the main reasons are as follows. Uh, my girlfriend, obviously Husky. If I'm going to spend more time with her, this game can't be a big focus for me. Um, my final semester of my education is very important to me. It's important that I get a good degree and that I can get out of school and find a decent job somewhere. Uh, I'm going to say this, and I'm not going to say it lightly. I'm going to say this now, and that's that cheating is accepted by the GCC. I mean, if someone cheats, they basically get on alt for 6 months and hide on it, and then they come back 6 months later to say, "Oh well, I quit for a bit." This I won't ever accept, and it's part of the reason why I'm retiring. It's not nowhere near close to the full, but it's a part of the reason. The clan community is changing, and it's not as fun anymore to me. It's a lot different than when I joined like 10 years ago. Things are definitely not the same. It does not feel the same. Um, Ultimately, I just don't find it as fun. I said this before, but my health is not the greatest, and ultimately, I need to work on getting fit again. Um, I'm always tired as well. Whether this is a byproduct from my lack of exercise, I do not know, but I need to start focusing on that if I'm going to be fit again, which I need to be. I'm gonna say this. I'm gonna say this now. The state of the world isn't the best right now, and I think we all know that, especially the U.S. And I reside there. So if you know anything about what all the drama that's going on, you'll kind of understand what I'm talking about. I'm not going to really get into that much though. I need to start building myself up financially, and I hope you understand that. So, heal guns and heal swords can kiss my ass. Like, that's another reason right there. I don't think they demonstrate skill. So, I'm not going to stick around for them. I don't think they demonstrate skill as much. Toxicity gets old. That's another reason. Toxicity is so rampant in the GCC and SCC alike that it's just absurd to have to deal with on a day to day basis. Whenever I'm defending or raiding, it gets tiring to deal with. Even though I understand, like, it's not my clan most of the time, it's just annoying. Like, it's like a thorn in your side. You know, you pull it out and it never wants to come out, but you want it to go away. It's basically a thorn in your side. Lastly, basically the lack of respect that the GCC and SEC has for leaders and veterans. I don't really like it at all. I think that PAE is absurdly underrated, and ultimately always will be underrated. We continue. Aside from all that, all this non-sensory that I've listed off so far, you all have been my family for perhaps maybe you joined a month ago, or maybe you joined 10 years ago. Regardless, you're basically all my family. And for that, I thank you. I tried to be the best leader I could for you because this group is something special to me, and it pains me deeply to see it go. But life found new meaning as I got older, and I learned there's so much more to life. And even if we shut down on Roblox, I'll always be able to teach you about clans or lend you a hand. I'm sorry that I wasn't able to be the greatest leader this past year, but I've grown exhausted from the responsibilities real life has brought on to me. It's simply much more difficult for me to lead calmly when I can barely stand up some days. I'm so tired. Other than that, I think all the soldiers, retired and currently serving, your roles will remain the same here in this group. I ask that all of you remain kind to one another if you continue clanning after PAE. Don't let these stupid quarrels on the site take away the friendship that you all hold dear. If you plan to leave this group, please do so immediately. I won't hold it against you. However, if you leave after you've chosen to stay, then I will be unhappy. If you want to stay as a family, then stay, but don't leave like a month later and pain me of seeing you leave. Do you guys understand what I mean? That's a rhetorical question. Nonetheless, let's move on. Those of you wanting to leave may depart now. To our allies, I thank all of you for your help over these past 10 years, or however long you may have been allied. We enjoyed supporting your mission as well. Keep up your members' activity and keep on winning. I know you can. PAE is welcome to join our allies anytime. Fourthly, I'd like to thank Husky for all of her help. Without her, I wouldn't be here today speaking with you all. Most people may not understand who you really are and what you can do, but I always will. I love you. I also cannot forget the help of the High Command and PAE for their time and dedication to the clan over the years and months they have served us. Whether you're fairly new here or you're fairly old, this officer corps had to have been the best yet. Thank you all for your service and putting up with my angry attitude all the time. We did so much together this past month alone, and I'm sure it was stressful, but we got through it in the end, and that's all that matters. Fifthly, note that there's no limit to anyone's education in any form, and that doesn't apply just to here. This applies to life as well. And that's why I want to keep teaching you a few things when I have time. I understand that my views are somewhat crazy at times, and it seems like I'm off in La La Land sometimes, but I hope you understand. That is because they are. I wasn't born to be like everybody else. I was born to be a leader, and that's exactly what all these people that aren't a part of us have failed to realize. A wise man once told me that I need to manage myself before I can manage others. And that's life. Sixthly, my uncle almost died about 3 weeks ago from alcohol poisoning, and I almost died 3 weeks ago in an explosion. In fact, I'm gonna say this, and please do not laugh at this, but it literally killed my local Subway worker. Like, he literally served me a sandwich 4 days before the crash, and next thing I knew, he was gone in an explosion. I paid respects to his family. I may not have a say in his life, but I'm going to step in when it's anyone from PAE. We've been through hell together these past 10 years, and I'm not losing one of you before the damn group closes. In fact, I can't wait for you all to hear the rest of this speech, and not because of the group's end, but because you all need to know the stuff I'm going to say. All of you need to wake up. Realize that we're here for one another no matter what. We will stick together even after the Roblox group comes to an end. Whether that will be 5 people or 30 people, that's ultimately up to you all. That's not going to change. I know some of you will suffer, but that just means we should stick up for you all the more. I want you all to be a crutch to anyone in need here. The world is already awful enough. We should continue being a safe haven for one another. I will never end this server so long as it helps at least one person in their life, and that's my promise. My whole life has been somewhat of a tragedy and a comedy in its own respect, and I'm going to use that to uphold you all from here. I may not be as online as much, but I'm going to do whatever I can in the free time in which I'm provided. Seventh, the GCC has gone to trash, and the XCC exploits all too much. It's just so ridiculous. It's partly why PAE can't get further in the tier list. It's because the number of cheats is so absurd. I feel we have progressed all we can while actually being legit. Mostly. I feel like we mostly reached that. 8th, I used to be a better raid leader than what you see now. Be completely honest, and this is part of that is because I actually had time to plan, time that I no longer have. Additionally, because of my sleep deprivation issues, my short-term memory has gone bad, so that doesn't help. Furthermore, on the topic of betrayal, it seems to have happened to all of us at some point of our lives, but it has happened to me several times because I've failed to communicate to myself and others at times. But I feel as if they didn't value my friendship. I found forgiveness to be hard after this fact, but I'm willing to forgive most people who have wronged me. If I've basically blocked someone and they want to get in contact with me, just tell them to try and basically DM me or friend request me. Hate is powerful, just as love is powerful. Such hatred drove me for a time to keep this group going. So has love. Also, for those of you out there in the clan world that think it's funny to make fun of dead family members, you've got it all wrong. One of my dead family members is the only reason I'm standing here right now. Never turn your back on your family, your true family. I wanted to thank those of you, however, who have tried their hardest to contribute. It means a lot to me and everyone else here. Furthermore, I wanted to say that all of you are welcome to message me anytime, regardless of what the issue may be. I had a feeling gaming would be big when I was a kid, long before I started playing Roblox, so I took a keen interest in it. Now, about 15 years later, here we all sit. Lastly, on this topic, note that I'm basically always here to help you as your leader if you choose to follow, but that's ultimately your decision. I will now share a little bit more about me for those who are curious, and please don't take this lightly. Ultimately, I am basically a musician. I served in the United States Air Force Auxiliary Unit, basically Air Force ROTC, where I nearly achieved the rank of sergeant, basically Air Force equivalent of sergeant. I left only because of the death of my family member that I mentioned earlier. It impacted me mentally heavily to the point where I wasn't able to basically think clearly, and I had to take a break, and I never really got back into it, unfortunately. But I was actually pretty close to getting my pilot's license, so that's unfortunately something I missed out on. It changed my life forever. I was a competitive gamer, a teacher in my own right to those of competitive gaming. I'm a big thinker. I'm always looking to learn something new. I'm a diligent student studying for a cybersecurity degree. I'm a son, a grandson, a friend, an enemy, a best friend, a boyfriend, and sometimes your worst nightmare. I am the Emperor of PAE. My name is Joshua. It's nice to finally meet you all after so many years. Quite frankly, I was the quiet kid who didn't say much in school, but was always thinking or working on something. And Arrow can tell you that one. That's something usually being homework or PAE. I'd usually only respond to you if you asked me a question, and if it was a question I didn't want to answer back in high school, I would just blow it off. I also have high functioning autism, and it's funny how they say to people, how they say that people can't get anywhere in life that have that, and that's a big mistake. And it's quite a stupid stereotype to think that we all play piano or that we all paint, because I don't do either of those things. Okay. Um, Now look who's talking. I basically hated the world after my granddad died, and almost everyone in it. The truth is, in high school, I'd walk alone a lot. I'd think a lot. I'd always be thinking, and ultimately, this knowledge made me strong. The bullying from other idiots didn't help me either, but eventually I started using anger to compensate, and sooner or later, I was left alone. Leading this on, as a child, I was always insulted. I was always called stupid, retarded. I was told I would never be successful, and that's part of the reason I've wore this mask for so long. I wanted to prove everyone wrong, and now that I finally have, I feel fulfillment. I've finally done what everyone said I couldn't. I've broken the boundaries set before me, and I will not turn back. I've had to make many sacrifices in my time during PAE, especially in high school. I wouldn't change a minute of it, however, as I've had a profound impact on so many. That's all that really matters. Even if you don't accept me for who I actually am as a person, who I actually am as a college student, all like the rest. I simply recognize that I can do profound things with the tools I've been given. I encourage you all to do the same and understand this about yourselves. All I simply ask is that you don't forget me. That's all I ask for. Don't forget the impact that your other brothers and sisters have had in your lives either. Never take anything for granted. That's what 2020 taught me. I don't know about you, but you should never take shit for granted in life. I don't want to die alone in some stupid hospital bed. If I die, it will be at home. Continuing. With this being said, one of the most profound things about PAE is that the internet brought together a community that would have never been possible 20 years ago. No matter how old I get or where we are in this world, we will always have a special bond. And that bond was over this clan, something virtual. Even if it isn't on Roblox, it's still here within our minds. It isn't the end per se, it's just a new chapter of our lives. I must warn you. I must warn you that some groups will be discriminatory to you all because you're from PAE. Yes, it's a stupid reason, but they will. You have been warned. People don't like it when they lose on this game at all, me included. So be prepared for something like that when it should arise. I'm not going to name anyone, but I'm sure you're all familiar with who doesn't like PAE and the people in PAE. Furthermore, when I was young, my mother would tell me, don't get anything you shouldn't get into. Then Roblox came along, and I got into clans. When I started doing clans, it was like I was a completely different person. It's like I had superpowers of some kind, and I was able to fight bad guys at night, like the movies, and go to school the next day. It was like being a secret agent that nobody knew about except like one or two people. It's like a video game, except all the characters are real, and that's what made it so much fun. It's kind of interesting because I bet most of your parents don't even know half of who you all actually are. Same applies to me. It's very profound how we change when we sit on here. It's like the mask of being a normal person is just taken away and you're the fullest and most powerful version of yourself. When I sat down in front of a computer screen and started on my PC to come to one of our events, it felt extraordinary. I wasn't just some elementary school kid, middle school kid, high school, or even college student. I was Private 154 and I could do anything. But the true reality is that I don't need Roblox to do anything anymore. I've realized I can do anything right now. All I need to do is act. I met some friends along the way in person that chose to join this clan, which made it all the more fun for me along the way. Ops Specialist, GHG Revengeance, Shady Amio, Arrow 154. These people are the ones who knew the true message of the clan and chose to stick by it even as time went on. And Arrow, I'm sorry about kicking the soccer ball so hard that it gave you a black eye that day in PE. I'm sorry, man. I apologize for that. I understand if you don't want to continue clanning, if PAE was your homeland. And truthfully, I cannot blame you. I mean, cheaters get rewarded more than legit players on this game. This ridiculous aspect is hard to ignore yet again. If you lose to a bunch of cheaters, you're bad if you follow the evil ways. You get called bad again. It's a loss for everyone. This is what the clan community doesn't tell you. I've seen it all. I've been in clans for 10 years. It has never been this bad before, so trust me on this. You wonder why I'm so serious about clanning, about this group? This group saved my life. It saved me from taking my own life as a teenager who thought he had nothing. I'm serious because of my tragic past, a past that is probably too dark to delve into. I really hope if any of you are going through something like that you get help with those issues. I'm going to be slightly off topic for this one paragraph. Do you all ever get the feeling that people never really spend time with one another like they should anymore? I certainly feel this way. It's really important that we make time to physically spend with those that we love, because we never know when they might be gone from our lives. I love it how all these school superintendents, in high middle school, all this other stuff, wonder why the suicide rate is so high for teens. Yet teens never have any time anymore to spend with their family or friends. Maybe some of them should look in the mirror and see what's wrong. Teens shouldn't have to put on a face for society when society itself is the reason that they're suffering. Stop putting on an act and remove that figurative mask. You'll feel a lot better. Thank you for listening to that tangent. I'll return to my normal, quote unquote, speech now. This is quite an interesting thought. But just picture this for a moment. Imagine if everyone in PAE had the same dream, and we were all aware of it, and Exelpis and clans were real. That would be quite a sight, huh? Additionally, capitalizing off of this, I'm going to mention this now, but me and Husky have written a PAE like novel, I guess you could say, detailing, I guess you could say the early days of PAE, and it basically has it's basically a hypothetical scenario in which we go to the same school. It's pretty funny. It's got action, comedy. It's sort of like that, romance. If you're interested in that, I'll be publishing it soon. It has some truth to it, but not all. So don't take everything that it says to heart. Thank you. There's something special about the bonds that we form as youth. They tend to stick. As adults, I feel like bonds are never the same. You always have your guard up because of the past. This happened to me in high school because of my past. Quite frankly, I know Husky's going to kill me for saying this, but I used to be quite the ladies' man and quite frankly a troublemaker. It's interesting how times have changed since PAE and it's matured me. That's how profound this group is. I'm going to once again thank you all for your help, young or old, strong or weak, for the raids these past few months, and for all your service to our community. Remember the old true Roblox slogan, be anything, build anything. I took that to heart. Will you? Moving on to a sadder note, however, my battle has just begun, and that's my battle for purpose in my free time. What will I do with my free afternoons and evenings without PAE if Husky's not available? I fear that my fight has just actually begun, and that's my battle alone to face. I won't lie, I don't really feel like there will be anything else for me to do anymore. That spells out danger for me because when I'm bored, it's never good. I have Husky and I'll probably get this college degree. I don't have any siblings that I talk to or anything, so over the course of several years, I've been kind of adrift. I'm not really easily approachable to most people either. Because just like literally that Marvel character, Captain America, it's like I've been asleep, not for 70 years, but more like 8 years. It's as if I'm from a different world. In reality, all I wanted was to be accepted by people in the clan world, but that wasn't too much to ask, apparently. Instead, I was told I couldn't do anything. And this led to my darker aura as a person that I had for a very long time. I'm kind of stuck in the past like the captain. I mostly play older games on consoles and such because it feels like I'm actually in my time. It's weird, but I don't like our world today much, and that's my honest truth. I mean, who the hell likes the coronavirus world? It's so stupid and dull. Nobody even takes the time to talk to their friends in person anymore because online is just easier to do. It never replaces the same in-person experience, however. And that's what so many people have failed to understand time and time again. That's why I prefer the past. At least then I could talk to someone. I'm kind of like a 90s kid in a way, even though I was born in 2000. I guess you could say I'm a borderline. Close enough, whatever. I'd much rather walk through a mall 20 years ago than today. How about you all? Oh wait, let's get some COVID. Yeah, hell with that shit. There's more to life than just waking up, getting married, or having money. To me, that life is somewhat monotonous. I need some action. And this is where I feel the worst will happen to me later down the line. And as for Husky, I get it. I love you, but we need to do other things than just wake up and go to work every day. Like, come on, you know, we got to go on vacation or something. And if the 1 in 100 chance I do return to the clanning world in future, I probably won't now, especially after I've said all this shit. I will let what's left of you still on the site know, but for now, I have no plans in doing so. This does not mean I won't log into the site, however, like once a week to check my messages or something small like that. Lastly, I've noticed a lot of you have been trying to reach out to the Empress some, and for this I'm glad. please continue to accompany her when you can. Help her out when I can't. I don't know how much longer I'll be around. So it's important that you all take care of her. I appreciate those of you who actually care for me as a person and not just as a leader. I will cherish that for as long as I live. I mean it. I wanted to get closer to you all, but my angry attitude kept that from happening. It's not easy in this world. It's why I almost left it my own accord back in the day. Trust me, when I say I will not go back on this word. Good luck, guys. Family for life, PA forever, everybody pays. Stick with me in this dark world, and we can bring it to light one step at a time. Truthfully, I'll be honest with you all. After the speech, I had intended some form of self-harm. I'm not going to lie, but I'm not going to. I have a loving girlfriend who needs me. I will stay strong for her always, and I have this whole clan. What else do I need? Thank you all. Goodbye.
Private?
Gorda PA. Gorda PA.
Right. We love
Nice
it, brother.
stuff.
Everybody drop your Gorda PA in general chat.
Yeah, the rest of you all do it.
Everybody drop it. Drop it.
Or, yeah.
One last time in general chat. Let's go.
I have frequently asked questions actually to go through, so before you even ask any, that's not it. Actually, my bad. I completely forgot. I was so caught up in. Okay, so some of you, this is basically anticipated questions that I know some of you might be wondering. So I'm going to go over this, and then I'll get to the other questions afterwards. So what will happen to the forts? They will basically be stored away. Winter Valley, however, is Exorunner's decision to do whatever he wants with. Since he gave that to us, I'll leave it to him for that. I was thinking maybe private servers for Exelpis, but I'll decide that at a later date. What will I do after PAE? I'll probably try to get on my feet and finish up some personal projects of mine after college, and then enter the workforce and live, I guess. Whatever normal means in 2021, I guess it'll be half of that, but I'll never fully be normal. And I think you all know that. What are your plans for Husky? Do I need to say it out loud? Bridge, eventually. Do we have a favorite YouTube series? My Virtual Escape. Check it out. It's pretty strong, pretty emotionally powerful. A lot of language though, so for the kids, I warn you on that one. Do you still hate the world as much as you used to? Not really, other than COVID. Do I have a favorite TV series? Not really. I used to like SpongeBob back in the day. That was my thing back in the day when I was a kid. Favorite movie? Home Alone is probably one of my favorite movies of all time. I love that kid. Literally beating the shit out of bad guys. Favorite video game? Depends on my mood. I like racing games, shooters, science fiction, things of that nature. My favorite shooter is probably Black Ops, the original one, by the way. Will I be kicked out of PAE if I break the server rules? Yes, you will still be removed from the Empire if you choose to do this. NSFW and cheating on Roblox, I will still ban you for. Same with spamming. Other than that, feel free to stay. I won't be doing much now other than trying to get my degree anyway. You are not to spam. I literally said it twice. You're not to spam. Will any new members be able to join the server after the speech? No, unless they serve prior and have a good explanation of why they left. I'm not letting in new people now. I feel like we ultimately have the community all here right now. Will I ever return to this game? I think I addressed this once, but no, I highly doubt I will. Especially when I get my own place and have to do the normal things like adults do, like pay rent and keep up with that damn IRS, man. But yeah. If I could continue the group, yes, but I'm not happy with the way some of you guys have treated each other. Like, let's change that. Is your journey with us really over? I'd argue our journey has just begun together. The server is staying here for a reason. It is for you all to hold each other dear and continue being friends, regardless of where you stand in your normal lives. That's why I made PAE. All those years ago was to basically stop the bullying and get away from the world. let's face reality, shall we? What are your thoughts on the state of plans now? They're not doing good. New gens expect everything, not all, I'm saying this is a generalization. New gens expect everything to be handed to them, and they have to work their asses off for it. Heal guns don't produce that much skill, in my opinion, yet they're constantly used. Same goes for healing swords. The GCC has aim lock issues, the SCC gets DDoSed and exploited. So pick your poison. Which one's worst in your opinion? Lastly, we have some, I guess you could say links, but unfortunately I am reading this off a paper, so I can't exactly link something that's on a paper. Oh, and the final transcription of this speech was essentially written on New Year's Day. That's my last edit on this. I'm going to look and make sure I didn't miss anything. I don't think I did, but I'm going to check one more time because this is the only chance I have something to do this and I'm not screwing it up. So bear with me for one moment. If not, say goodbye and we can move on. All right.
The way private, can we ask questions when you're done?
Okay. So ultimately, I'm going to say that concludes my speech tonight. I'm sorry I took so long, but I warned you it was going to be long. So I guess you're welcome for that warning in advance. Now, Kali Day, are there any? Okay, before everybody unmutes and starts asking everything at once, are there any questions? Please put them in chat. Start.
No, sir.
That would be a no.
What is it, hun?
I was wanting to know if we could keep the group places open just as a group game so we can come back and visit them if we feel like it. Just group only.
So you're all welcome to. Yeah, you're all welcome to go there. They're all group only. If you want to visit a place that's not public and it's our place, you're free to if you're in the group still.
That's what I'm asking. Can we do that?
Okay. So yes.
I was asking if we can do that.
Yes, that's perfectly fine. I have
Okay.
nothing against that.
All right. I think that's the only question I have.
Okay,
I-
Exo, what was yours?
I didn't really have one, but like I
thought
just
you had
wanted.
one, my bad.
Oh no, but like if you're gonna keep the places open, make sure they're group only because like there are people who own exploits and they can
will.
take them. Yeah. One more
Yeah, they're group
thing. Yeah, one more thing. Just wanted to plug this real quick. Marauder Power, guys. Marauder's #1. Gonna leave it at that.
Didn't you have a speech exo that you wanted to give?
I mean, it was a little short. Like, if like Private wants me to do it, sure.
There was somebody else who actually wanted to say something as well. I think Pat had a letter. I don't think he wanted to speak it, but he had a letter. I don't know if he's going to be able to get it in. Pat, did you still want to put that letter in announcements? I don't even know if he's here. There's so many people. I can't even.
He is. He's
Or
right above
someone
you.
else can say it.
He
Okay,
will.
yeah. Okay, good. Yeah, you can put that in announcements. It's ultimately your choice whether or not you pursue. I can't get it in there, man. I'm almost. I'm not even logged into any account. So if some other high rank could take care of that for me, I'd be much appreciative.
I can do it if
He's gonna
you need
post
me
it.
While we continue
Okay.
here. Okay. Okay, so FedEx, you claimed that you wanted to say something. Okay, all right. What, Keel?
By like in real
Do I know
life
where-
or
Are you
Get me
asking
more
if I know where
specific.
she's at?
but in general, yeah, technically.
Damn, Kyo.
This isn't time for jokes, Q.
I stopped the recording, by the way. I just did. I forgot I was still recording.
That's perfectly fine. All right, so FedEx, I normally don't let somebody from the outside speak, but since since I know that you're half decent, I guess we can. If everybody else is okay with that, because
Okay,
basically,
with
essentially, just having FedEx say something and
what?
Exo say something.
I'm
That's
going
fine.
after. I'm going after FedEx.
Yeah, you are. Yeah.
Do you want
yeah,
me to
you can.
unserver mute it, FedEx?
Go ahead. Let him.
Alright, done.
Hello, can you guys hear me?
We hear you.
All right. As you all know, yesterday was PAE's last raid. It was done on UCR Firebase Columbia. I was the defense leader of that raid, and I was told you guys it was your last event after 10 years, and I wanted to make it special for everybody there. And it's just after 10 years, and you guys are still running, and to have the honor of you guys shutting down after that, it just stuck with me, and I just wanted to make everything special. And I was afterwards told you guys were doing a speech, and I wanted to try to get in there and hear it. And I was told to contact private afterwards in DMs about it. And afterwards in private's DMs, basically he was just an amazing person. Truly was. He just has a lot of wisdom, which as a new gen, I've only been starting clanning this year, and private has done so much on me already, despite only knowing for a few hours to be real. Something which did stick with me. He gave me a small token of appreciation, which I won't say unless people want to know really. But the words that will stick with me mainly is you are the hope the clan world needs, and that really sticks with me, and that's all I wanted to say.
Thank you.
Thank you for making it special. The last raid.
We appreciate it. I've never seen anything like it in the past 10 years, so I figured I'd give you a token of such appreciation.
Thank you.
Was there anything else you would like to say before I pass this off to Exo?
That's everything. I just wanted to say, other than that, PA, from the short amount of time, has looked like an amazing group. I wish you all the best of luck.
Thank you. You can stick around in the server if you desire as well.
Alrighty.
If you'd like to keep in contact with some of us, that's ultimately your decision,
I understand.
but I will leave that to you. Exo, you may proceed.
Oh man. Okay, so I didn't write this down, but like I'm just gonna like say what's on my head, and I would appreciate it if you all listen. Okay. So I just wanted to say that like PAE, Protected Assault Empire, led by Private 154, has been arguably one of the best groups I've been in. And I'm pretty sure all of you can agree with what I said due to the fact that the community is great and we all appreciate and support each other. The fact that we have a leader that is there for us to care for us and and show us the right way where we should go instead of taking the wrong path, and that we have an empress and a great high uh, officer corps just means a lot to the group, because they will be here to help you out, even like they'll be here to help you out when you most need it. For those that don't know, I've been blacklisted before, exiled before, and I've also left the group on bad terms. But due to the fact that the emperor and the empress both have a kind heart, and they both would like to, like, they both give people second chances and a lot more than that, I believe that says something. And the fact that, like, when most clients reject you, when most client when most clients reject you, and then you like private, for example, will give you a chance. Like, even if you're not liked in the community, in the gun clan community or the sword clan community, you will always be welcome in PAE, regardless of what your past was, unless you cheated, of course. But like, you will be appreciated here, and we will all be nice to you. I just wanted to say once again, this has been one of the best groups I've been in. Even though we've had a bumpy ride, like, everybody here deserves to be appreciated for staying for the whole thing and being there when we needed each other the most. Like, this is basically your second family. Don't let that go to waste. You wanna keep it. Um, Marauder power one last time. Um, and like, that's about it. Thank you. Sorry for stuttering a lot.
It's no issue. Get it? It's hard to speak in front of 40 people. All right. With everything being said, here, one moment.
There was some
please.
other
I'm
people who wanted to talk, I think.
looking at something. One moment. Okay. Okay, so Amio is wanting to say something. So, Amio, I guess that's fine. I guess that's fine, yeah. You can unmute Amio and have him go.
Okay. Ward, can you leave me alone, please?
Oh, I just want to say,
Hey.
actually, one more thing. I'm sorry. The reason why I'm not gonna stick around here and just lead it as a figurehead is because I actually disapprove of that. Like, I don't want to be 30. Like, no offense to Vactus at all, but I really do not want to be him and not be involved. Like, hardly. So that's basically all I have to say. Go ahead, Amio. Sorry.
All right. I don't got much to say, but I love all y'all as homies. Like, it's a homie thing. I'm homosexual. It's kind of my thing. So, like, I
Homosexual.
love y'all. I'm the third ever member. I'm a shit ass member. I can't gunfight for hell, but y'all let me play still. You gave me my chances, boys. I tried my best. I hit him with the little juke, hit him with the shot. I did it. I did my stuff. And y'all still accepted me. I mean, I almost fried someone's router that one time, but y'all still kept me in the group. I was a
I
cadet
know.
for a whole nother year, but I stayed for a year again. I've been in this clan for a decade. Private has guided me throughout my life, and without him, I wouldn't be here. I wouldn't be working at the age I am. I wouldn't have been trying to make a future for myself. I would have still been on my ass, chewing bubble gum.
Hey, or you would be ordering the most expensive thing at the restaurant that your mom told you not to order.
Hey, look, that most expensive thing is yummy as shit, dog, so don't get me started.
Bag of Haribos.
No, we don't go there, dog. We get the golden tipped Doritos. Yeah, but I just wanted to say I love y'all. Thank you for accepting me, for being the third ever member, and I love you all.
We love you too, psychedelic.
Hey,
Homie,
yo,
Oh,
give me a
boy.
smooch after, dog. I'll
Sorry.
give you a fat one.
as long as you're wearing socks, it's count.
Hey,
no
dog.
counting.
He wanted to
Hey, you don't
speak
need
after
socks
me.
if you're homosexual.
Who wanted to speak? I'm sorry, I did not
Domini wanted to
understand.
speak after Pickle. Here, I'll
Who?
unmute
I'm
you.
sorry.
There you go.
Oblivion wanted to.
Hello.
Oblivion.
Hello. I'm gonna keep this short and like very retarded. Like the rest of like, no offense, we all didn't think of our speeches. We just like saying the top of our head, and that's the same thing I'm doing. But basically, Emil, I hope you know. You may say you're not the best gunfighter, but trust me, you're like pro at Amigo or something, dude. When you like shook your ass at the camera and like broke it,
No,
that
don't
shit was
talk
great.
about that. Don't talk about that. No, don't
That
talk
shit
about
was
that.
great,
Let's not
bro.
go there.
Bro, you got the fattest curves of all time. I ain't gonna lie to you.
No. This is rigged. Broken.
Okay, let's not go there, shall we?
You know,
Hey,
after all those times
that-
those girls like like skip past you, dude, I could give two shits about that one, bro. They're like all hoes. They didn't see like the mad, bro. It's crazy.
Nice.
But I'd like to say, like, it's so crazy how many like directions I've took before in just like in PAE and like, cause like all of this is just like a butterfly effect to me. It's this oddball chance I've somehow encountered into PAE and then stayed for a good 3 years is crazy. 3 years may not sound too big on paper, but holy shit, it is. So I'd like to say I love you guys for being such great homies. You know, yeah, I love Marauders for being such great monkeys. You know, Marauder. So
Hey,
like
hey,
that, it's pretty good.
bro, Oblivion. One more thing. Thanks for randomly getting me Injustice 2 on my birthday.
Yeah, bro, I got you, bro. I had no like impulse control and like spending money, so you better be happy.
And almost
Dog, you
getting
said you looked at my curves and you won't give me shit? Hold up.
I'm so-
So,
I gave you my gratitude, bro.
Private wants to talk now.
I was gonna say, like I said, no offense to the guy, but I really can't be doing that. You guys, like, it doesn't feel right. You'll know, you'll know what I mean when you get there eventually. But I can't be doing that because I don't know, it just doesn't feel right to me. But nonetheless, I'm basically going to be moving on, especially after all the shit. And I know the GCC doesn't really take kindly to people like me. So, nonetheless, to the clans that are actually half decent in there, I have all the utmost respect for them. The ones that work their way up and do the things that they're actually supposed to do. But for the ones that cheat, they can get out as far as I'm concerned. Nonetheless,
Is there anything else that people wanted to say? Alright.
Can I post my letter?
Yeah.
yeah, you can post your letter, Pat. I was just
Alright.
gonna say, I'm
I
looking
have
over my
something
last
to
my
say
paper one more
after.
time.
I'll say something after you, Husky.
Okay.
Did you want to say something?
It's mainly to private. No, after Husky. After Husky.
You said after me, private.
Okay, go ahead, Husky.
I was waiting for Pat.
No, I'll just do it at the end when we dismiss. It's fine.
Oh, okay. I don't have too much to say. I didn't really think of much to say because I'm not good at speeches whatsoever. But I've been here for 6 years, I believe. Serving by private side the entire time, and I've seen so many generations of people throughout this group, and everybody, well, throughout all these years, everybody has been very kind to each other, respectful to one each other. This community has always led a hand to one another ever since I've been here. That's how PAE has been. And even though we're gone, I hope that everybody continues to do so, and that they do so in real life as well, because that's something a lot of people need, a lot of people struggle, and I know it's helped a lot of people out in terms of like mental health. And I just want to thank those of you that have been loyal to PAE and has offered to help in other ways, such as leading as well. It's been appreciated, and glory to PAE, I guess. That's all I had to say.
Can I say one more thing?
You already
Thank you.
did.
Yeah, go ahead. One last sentence.
Look, whoever attended my first ever raid, which I wasn't supposed to lead, but no one was stepping up, so I hit
It's
the
at
DM.
midnight. That's
That
outside of
was
raid
the
time.
best kitchen sword raid we ever did, dog. It was a kitchen.
No
Feminist.
problem, bro.
Oblivion
raid
came
ever.
too. We got Oblivion to come to
Yeah,
my
we got our
raid.
ass beat by like weebs and shit. It was scary.
Yeah, I know. they got on us. We tried to get you a win, Private, but the weebs fucking outplayed us in the kitchen.
Fucking jumped
No.
off the sink and killed all of us.
I'll
It
mute
wasn't.
Bulk.
It wasn't heal. It wasn't heal.
Oh yeah, okay.
Shut up, Pad.
Okay,
We
yeah,
weren't supposed to
transition
raid
server.
it.
Actually, shut up for a
Right,
moment. If
the
anyone
private
wants to
toxic.
be on server muted, I can just ping me.
I'll
in
mute
general.
Bulk, bro. Isbon's
No.
beating him.
I'm trying
Yeah.
to say
I'd like to
something,
have Alex talk.
Yeah,
Alex
let
wants
Alex talk, please.
It's
to speak.
mainly for you, Private.
Go ahead, Alex.
So when you're giving that speech, man, I felt your pain, bro. Okay? And it's kind of inspiring that you actually fought for that long. I'm not gonna lie. Because
I would do it all again in a heartbeat, buddy. I hope you know that. All again, man. I'd go through all of it again for everybody here.
Why we love you a lot, Private. This is why we're gay for you. Wait, what? Shit, my bad. Lag.
so
Alex, are you alright, dude? Alex, are you alright?
hold on.
Alex, we love you, man. We love you. You got this. We don't love you for your aim. We love you for who you are.
Alex, we love you. Come on,
Yeah,
man.
exactly.
No homo, but you get us.
Forever and ever.
No, there's full homo here, Alex. No more holding back,
I
baby.
No, okay.
No.
Maybe Amio, but
Guys, relax. Listen. Relax. Let him recover, please.
I'm just
We won't
saying,
kick-
man.
Alex,
feel your
man, you're
pain.
my buddy, man. Soldiers have to stick together, Alex. That's what we do, right?
Hey. Everybody in the general chat, say we love Alex in full caps. Let's show some appreciation. Show that appreciation, boys. Come on, we got it.
it's probably like
Oh,
the
y'all
one
making this
day
hard
of
for me.
the year.
Y'all making this hard for me. Okay. No, man. Dang it, y'all had to do that. I feel your pain, bro. It's not easy.
Alex, we have a lot in common. I've been trying to relay that to you these past years, man. I realize we have a lot more in common than you'd say. I mean, I may not be in the National Guard like you are, but I do have. I'm still somewhat of a soldier in my own right, I guess you could say.
I need to stop being weak too. Crying too much. Just trying to get my
Alex,
words
if
out.
you're still driving, man, you got to pull over.
Oh, no, I'm good. I'm at home. We're good. No. Okay, see if I can actually say something now. All I can tell you, man, is just keep fighting. Because that is pretty inspiring. For come on. A lot of people who go through mental illness.
Damn, Alex making me cry too now.
Y'all crying, man.
We're gonna cure your house for you, big man.
We gotta key her.
Whenever you're ready, Alex.
I'm
No
trying.
rush. There's no rush. Like, wait for him.
Yo, I got her router ready to fry.
I wish I was dehydrated right now so I wouldn't be doing this.
Love you, big
Please
man.
stop
Ooh.
joking.
Yeah.
Please stop joking around. I want to hear what he has
But
to
yeah.
say.
I'm trying, man. I'm trying to get it out.
Whenever he's ready, not pressuring him. Whenever he's ready to talk, I'll wait here all night. I don't care. Everybody else could go. I'll wait here all night. I don't care. I've got all night. I'll wait here all night if I have to.
I can easily say your type of personality makes makes me happy that I joined the army.
I'm glad. Such service, I mean, if we all do good and service to the community, then surely that good and service will spread to others, will it not? That's what I was taught when I was in Air Force
Hopefully.
ROTC.
Oh, I need to stop. Jesus Christ. Can't
No.
stop at this point.
Yeah, you gotta. Man, if you have to pull over.
I'm already at home, bro. I'm good.
Oh, you're
I'm
home?
just trying to let it out. Yeah, I'm good. I'm good.
I'm just making sure you're home. I just didn't want you to be on the road, man.
Yeah, I'm good, man. I'm good. Your speech hit me, man. Yeah, I'm trying. I'm trying right now. I may have to talk to you afterwards. I can't do it.
It's fine, Alex. It's fine, man. When we're done here, we can talk after. All right? That's fine. Don't worry about it. I don't care. I
It's
have all
okay,
night, man. Like I
Alex.
said, I'll get a Pepsi. I'll sit back down. We'll be fine, right? I'll the caffeine because I only got 3 hours of sleep, but I'll be fine. Okay, I've got all night. I'm just kidding around, but I've got all night, dude. I don't care. We'll wait all night if we have to. I'll wait all night if I have to, rather.
That's fine.
Pepsi.
Tint said he had something to say. I just wanted to say that real quick.
I think
Oh.
Valk had something to say too, like if that's possible.
Okay. Okay. So I'd like Tens to go ahead, and I guess then Valk. I guess if you had.
Come on, Tens. We got
Okay,
you.
okay. Hello. Can you guys hear me?
Yeah.
Okay, so first thing I want to say is nobody else on this platform has had like such a reputation on fucking Roblox, except for this man himself right here, fucking private, dude. I remember I joined this group like what 2016, 2017. I was at group recruiting Plaza. I saw him at his little booth with like 5 other guys. I asked him a few questions about the group, about the base and whatnot, but I didn't know anything about clanning back then. You know me, I was in like what UCR, RSF, whatever, TRA. And there's no clan that had an atmosphere like PAE, man. Like this dude would like sit, if you needed help gunfighting, he would sit there with you and teach you how to gunfight. Like I'm telling you right now, there's no other leader out there right now in the GCC whatever that will teach you how to gunfight. No one that's gonna put in as much effort as Private did. I mean, next to Icy Redemption, but that's another story. Private's just been there like throughout the whole fucking shebang of everything on this game. Like, fuck, I didn't know that like someone could put this much effort into Lego, but you know, Private did it, and I respect him a lot for that. Like, I learned from his actions, his raids, every raid that he led. I try to take into account what he did, and fuck, I still can't even like be as good of a leader as him today, bro. Give this man the fucking Lego Medal of Honor or something, like for real. Because he's
Lego
earned
Nobel
he's
Peace Prize.
No.
he's earned the respect of everyone in here, bro.
He has earned his spot in the Hall of Fame, right next to Icy.
And like I remember, even after leaving and rejoining this group like 3 times or so, because I have to leave for every time fucking school rolls around. He'd fill me in on all the drama that's been going on, what he needs help with, and I like fuck I I didn't know Fort Exalpus or however you pronounce it
Exalpus.
it changed from the fucking RCL gun and sword to like actual SMG type scripts. I don't know, man. Just I wish you the best, Private, and you know, this clan has just been very. You could just distinguish us from everything else on here. It's been the best. Like this has been the best run ever. So just stay safe, I
I'd
guess.
say that you've become a good leader. Good leader. You've become better at leading than I have. I honestly, my temper started getting in the way towards the end. But other than that, at the beginning, when I had more time and was less stressed, I would say I was at my prime. But now, you know, you get stressed easier because of responsibilities bearing down on me more now than it was then. And ultimately, since I had time then, I was more than happy to teach people how to gunfight more and ultimately get better with clans. And I knew they would be a big thing one day. I mean, they're not that big right now. I mean, obviously other games have top roadblocks in every aspect in terms of competitive gaming, but probably 100 wars on this game, to be fair. And ultimately, when you've been through that many wars, experience starts to come into play more. Like, ultimately, I was happy to share that experience with you because I know that you and Varad and all those guys, you guys have success. Like, I've seen screenshots in the GCC wins that you guys have been involved in, and that goes for Devin and well, that I was able to help you guys get there. That was my goal. I have ultimately taught you what it means to lead, basically, and that's important to me. So I appreciate you sharing that with other people. Essentially. Was there anything else you'd like to say, Tens?
Nah, dude, you're one of the greatest on this platform, and clanning was way better back then than it is right now.
Yes, it was. It was better back then. A lot better back then, buddy. It was a lot of fun. I had a lot of fun. I'm not gonna lie. It was a lot of fun.
Oh my god.
I was
My
saying,
favorite
I was
days.
saying, staying up till 5 o'clock and getting up at 6 all 4 years of high school.
Private. Robots suggested this. At the end, I hope Private says one final dismissed. We gotta do that at the end.
Oh wait, yeah, there was one thing. Can I DM
go
you
ahead,
right
Finn.
now? Are you able to access this? Sorry, this is.
I don't know if I will be. You can try to DM me. I don't know if it's going to work or not. But
Hey, Private.
The best days, Griffin Squad rating days.
I forgot who told me to do this, but like I lost a bet back then, so I,
Oh,
You
God.
bet on the
don't
wrong
judge.
people then.
You don't have to do it.
Oh,
You-
no, I'm not.
Let me get
doing
this a
that.
face reveal.
No, not that.
Okay,
It's-
all right.
I'm
Yeah,
not
I
saying it
figured.
out
I'm like, there's no way he's gonna say that.
What was it, bruh?
Nothing.
Curious.
I'm not
Bro,
saying
10,
it.
send it to me.
Okay.
I'll say it.
No, no,
I'll
no,
say it.
No, no,
I'll say it.
no.
I'll say it.
no. He's gonna get himself banned from Discord, and
Yeah.
then he's
I
gonna
don't
get
care.
banned from his-
Bro,
Does it
I
say
got
the
multiple
N-word?
accounts.
Yes, that's what it was.
Oh my god,
No,
it's a
Bro, of course it's fucking Tez, bro. Of course it's ass.
No. I lost the bet. I remember I
So,
was.
look, I would
Private-
say it, but Private would come and beat my ass because he knows where I live.
Hey, man. I mean, you can't do that stuff.
Hey,
man.
a face
You can't do
reveal
that
would
stuff.
compensate. Face reveal would compensate. Just saying.
I think we all know what private looks like.
I don't.
since
What?
I
His
do.
face got leaked. Dude.
Okay.
Pretty sure it
okay.
did.
Yes,
Fine.
Private.
I look like shit these days, but okay.
You're actually gonna do it.
I'll show you.
Wait.
guys,
Private, put on a suit. Private, put on a
actual
suit.
Nice picture that I have.
Private, put on a suit.
Yes, why not? I mean, I have nothing to lose.
Bro, there's
Hold
root
on,
beer
give me
candles? Oh, sorry, I thought I was muted.
Whenever Valk says what he's gonna say, I'm gonna read off what Alex was gonna say. Okay.
Okay, that's fine, but I'd like to talk to Alex privately after as well, if that's okay with Alex. Ultimately, it's up to him. I'd like to speak with him personally. This is me. Arrow will confirm. This is me before like a very formal dinner. So like,
I can confirm it too.
Where'd you post it?
Big man
go ahead.
private.
I'm posting it now.
All right.
Me before a
Announcements?
very formal dinner.
Let's see the big man. Yes,
yo!
Private.
Yes, sir.
Yes,
My man
dude.
still he's iced out, bro.
Damn.
I was
He
18
rocking.
then.
Looking
Yeah.
great, bruh.
I
Look-
remember
My
that.
profile picture.
Yo, all I'm gonna say is Private
Start
looks
doing that,
better
I'm
in a
gonna
suit.
ban you. I'm gonna,
Don't do that,
I'm
please.
gonna do this,
Damn.
and I'm gonna literally.
He'd go whoop your ass in real life.
I won't
Yo.
do it. I won't do it.
Private.
Oh, you
look-
gotta look out, Husky. You gotta look
Okay,
out.
Blue. Okay, Blue. Jeez.
Oh, don't worry, cracks knuckles.
Okay, it's going bye-bye now. That means-
Yo.
Bro, why did that make
Yo.
my dick
Bye-bye.
hard? Wait, what?
Yo, no, what? No way.
Oh,
Yo,
Lag,
you crossed the line, bro. Yo, you gotta chill, bro. You gotta chill.
I lagged.
oh, dude.
It's lag. I swear to God, it was lag.
I fucking
Lag.
clipped that. No
Hi,
way, dude.
Josh.
No, lag. It was lag. It was
I'm gonna
lag.
go punch
I clipped it. No way, dude.
Lag.
that. I think on my knuckle.
It's one of his
hitting my
mental
hand.
breakdowns, bro.
Lag. It was lag,
Right.
man.
Private.
Punch me, dude.
All I want to say is, you look better than
Shut
Paul
up,
in a
Tim.
suit. You look better than Paul in a suit. So
Hey,
I'm saying.
man.
It's lag, man.
Hey, man. I was pretty dressed up at that thing. I'm not gonna lie.
He's a handsome
look
man.
like
What
shit
can I
now.
say?
I look like shit now, but
No,
yeah,
you're
I've
still
gained a lot of
handsome.
pounds.
My
Well,
emperor is
nonetheless.
pretty.
But nonetheless, I was gonna say, so from here, I'm sorry, who was supposed to speak next? I've lost my train of
Valkyrie.
thought.
Valk,
Valkyrie.
and then I was gonna read off what Alex was gonna say.
And is that it? Like, because I wanted to talk to Alex
That-
after. Like,
That's all I know of.
okay, all right. So
Let's-
go ahead, Val. Go ahead, man. I'm not gonna hold it against you.
All right, come on, level 3.
To be fair, I'm actually gonna be serious on this one, but whatever my mic quality is, I don't care, but let's start this. I joined this clan like back then 1 year ago when Exa invited me and is like, this is one of the only clans that's popular for its community, rather not for wins and stuff like that, like, and any other clan, you have the community which is not even close to each other, but rather an environment that's not suitable for people that want to enjoy the actual clanning. And when I joined this as a cadet, I enjoyed like the lecture and stuff, and how we did some gun stuff, raids and like any of that. I never really cared when we lost or when we won, because it was just fun to see everybody smiling in front of you, because it was just something spectacular that not every clan has. Like, it makes this clan special, regardless of the member count. It was just as cool as just an unattached family that's not separating away. Um, Props to Axel for bringing me to this. That's one thing, because that guy was my friend for 2 years or more, and I like the guy. Um, Despite his bad characteristics or so, whatever the fuck you want to call it, but he was kind of also special. If I want to start on another thing, private, there's three stuff for you that I wanted to point out, maybe philosophically or actually in reality. In terms of a person, you were not the type of person as a generic every clan leader, so, but you were rather special in a lot of stuff. And if I want me to point out, I'll just start right now. First of all, well, I'm just gonna be blunt about it. You were, even if like, in when people or people in general see this life as a dark type of life, you were the person that brought some light to some people, whether in reality or in this clan, as in you saw this clan as a family, but more you were like a father to it, despite your age or so. If you want me to be honest, you probably was one of the main reasons for people here that don't want to talk about their actual self to continue on living, playing, attending stuff. Like EXO, Alex, you gave those two people lights to continue in life in general or play. You gave them the advice to continue. They use you an example for the advices or so. You were giving light to people that you didn't expect, or never felt it, which made you the main concept or the actual person that you could call a hero, because a hero doesn't need to have a cape to be called one, but they would rather at least have the heart of it and the mind for it. You made people actually live and be happy, so you were the type of person, yeah, to be the hero that's not to be messed with, like regardless of your past or so, because like for every hero he has his dark past or so, which makes you, yeah, the best hero. Not every hero you see in fucking cartoons and some films, but you're the real person is called to be called a hero. You don't need to have cape, but you have people who support you to be your actual cape. You rather sit in a hole with people that worked in the same target as you. You're the type of person sometimes to make the impossible possible, and you actually did. And three stuff, like this clan generally was, as much as it separated a bit, but it was the ideal clan to make it reality. You broke the impossible, I'll tell you that. You gave the people here who were in the dark, you brought them to the light. You gave them the advices. You gave people chances that didn't expect to get chances. You made up with people that are not supposed to be made up with. I'll give you props to that. That's more than a hero. That's a wise person. I'm not gonna describe you like anybody, but you passed also. You were not also a hero, but rather the wise person that breaks the philosophical, logical fucking laws. So yeah, I want to say like for everybody here, Ski. I'm sorry when I fucked up with you later, like every time and so. I meant to joke. For you, EXO, you're probably the only brother out here that I know for years and so. You and Pat. And Pat, even though your behavior is a little bit bitchy, but I still love you, to be fair. You made me laugh. Dance and the fucking any Star Wars looking shit gang, like it all, cause like you came to the raids and made it more fun. For Saga, I mean, I fucked up with you and Loki. You took me for some reason serious still, but you're still a good boy, and I forgive you and I like you too. Everybody here in this group, despite you staying in this, you actually proved to be the ideal clanner as a person. This whole fucking word, and you deserve that. Whether you were exiled like me before, whether you started treason or something, whatever I did, in return, you're still a good person. And for everybody here who stick close to Private and EXO, you are the type of person to be called a fool that made the impossible possible, and that's what I'm gonna live for. Thank you all. That's all I have to say, to be fair.
Much love, homie.
And
No homo.
I was actually going to touch on that. I actually do touch on that in our novel and some in our history, like having to make the impossible possible. I never was much for logic. As you said, I feel like this group has defied logic and the laws of logic itself. Because, I mean, we literally did the impossible possible. I mean, we've beaten clans that, you know, they say, oh, well, they're unbeatable, yet we've done it. Like, I know we're not the greatest out there. I'm not going to say that we're number one, best raid and defense clan out there. But I'm going to say that we've grown so much in the past year alone that it is indescribable. And as for the hero complex thing, I honestly, dude, like, people are heroes, dude. The cartoons, like, they have it somewhat down, but everyday people are the ones that are actual heroes. People like Alex, people that are in ROTC rescue programs, like my friend was in for a while, like firefighters. These are examples of heroes in everyday life. Doctors too, of course, doctors. We can't forget them because I can't do a medical degree. I don't want to go to school for 8 years, but they're a hero in their own right because they're saving that we hold dear, which makes them a hero in a sense of the word. Nonetheless, when you start talking about the hero complex, like I said, I do appreciate that. My goal, I did not realize, like I said at the beginning, I did not realize that this group would last this long. Like, I came into this clan world thinking it was just going to be a small hobby, but it transformed into something huge over time, and why I continued it so long. But nonetheless, I appreciate the compliments, and I'm not going to lie to you. Like, there have been a lot of nights where I've said, I want to get out of this. I want to get out of this. I'm tired. I want to go to sleep now. But yet, I've tried my hardest to keep going. Because the clan meant a lot to the people here, and I didn't want to see that disappear. Now I realize that I'm just not in the shape to do it. And with my full-time job near approaching in the next year or so that I'm going to have to be picking up, I just simply will not have the time. Like, I feel like, you know, and of course people could help run the clan, but I feel like it wouldn't be the same without me here. And I know a lot of people agree. I am basically the representation of a lot of people. I'd argue that point. So if you take me out of the equation, it's not the same group. And I think we all have seen what happens to groups that takes the leader out of the equation. Starts off their own way with the same name. They don't really succeed very well. So I just figured I'd point that out and say thanks again. So thank you again for that, Valk. Husky, was Alex trying to say something now, or?
I can read it off. He said, Private, your speech hit me, man. It's inspiring to people with mental illnesses. I just want you to know I felt your pain. as you were talking about it. Made me cry a bit. Just keep fighting because you are a person that makes me proud that I joined the army. Fuck the haters and keep going, bro. Sorry I'm too weak to say it myself. Always say that I'm emotionless and have no feelings, but you made me feel something and I'm glad you did. That was it.
Honestly, Alex, though, like, that is my goal. I wanted people to feel something for once. People are too robotic these days, man. They have to start feeling. Like, it feels like everyone's going in circles and these days, and you know, it feels like people are all the same, and it's not good. Like, there has to be some difference in personality. Like, and I honestly, like, you're honestly, Alex, when you keep saying you're weak, like, it's the exact opposite because you're facing yourself, and basically, I guess you could say facing your fear. Whether that's to express emotion or not, I do not know. That is up to you, man. That's not my business. But it's going to be my business because I want to help you out. So I ultimately want you to basically, um, you can cry it out, man. I'm serious though. It's gonna make you. It makes you strong to show emotion and show care for others. Because honestly, like, at least you're feeling something. I mean, that's good. It shows human in your own right, and that's great. That's amazing. And I'm proud of all the things that you've done, Alex. You're an amazing head of Cadet Academy. You really helped people here learn how to gunfight when my time started getting slimmer. At least when you yourself had time, of course, and obviously before the Cadet Academy shut down. But I really do appreciate your service, both here and in the real world, in fact, because I know that you're a National Guard. And my cousin's in the Navy right now. He's on a submarine right now. Um, so I have family that are in the military as well, in addition to me being from ROTC. So I kind of know what it means to serve in some sense of the word. Um, I used what I learned in ROTC and applied it to here. And that's what made PAE all the better because it taught me discipline. It taught me how to be a leader. That's what the military essentially does, though. So, by joining the army, Alex, you are changing the whole world. It may not seem like it, but you are. You're out there putting yourself at risk so that the rest of the people here can sleep safely at night. Alex. And really, you're more of a hero than I am, Alex, because you're out there doing it yourself. I'm here in my room talking to you all in the comfort of my own home. He's out there putting his life on the line sometimes when he's called down for those drills and stuff. So that's the thing, and I appreciate everything, Alex. I am going to keep in contact with you, my friend. Keep in contact with me as well. So thank you, Alex, for everything.
And I agree, what he says is true. Like, don't be afraid to show emotions. It doesn't mean you're weak. It actually means you're strong.
It does not mean you're weak. Whoever told you that is bullshitting you. I get it that you want to show like that army mentality. You can't show emotion, but let's face it. If your brother in arms next to you got shot, don't you think that you would feel something if your buddy in the military got shot right next to you, Alex? Like, showing emotion means you're being a man. Every man cries at some funerals. I mean, most men cry at funerals if the person was close to them. And don't be afraid to be one of them, because that demonstrates to me that you are a true man. Like, man up. We got to man up, man. Me and you. I know we can do it. So keep it up. I know you'll get where you need to be, Alex. And if you need help from anybody, you know where to look. There's 30 people right here. I know they'll do it for you, man. I know they'll help you out. You can keep going, man. I know we can. Like, us army dudes, we have to stick together. And if if by chance, man, drink someday. I don't know, man, but you know what I'm getting at, man. But thank you for everything. Was that all Husky that he said, or else?
Yeah, that's
Yo,
what all you had
yo,
to say.
everybody drop a thank you for everything, Alex, in the chat. Everyone
I'll do
drop
you
it.
one better. Thank you all for everything.
Nah. This one's specifically for Alex.
Alex for his military service, and
Yeah, I know.
That's
if
why.
Sarah was here, ultimately Sarah. Well, Sarah 4523 is military. She's Air Force.
Man, I
Isn't
miss
that the
her.
girl that
dude.
was hitting on Curb?
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh my gosh, let's not go there. Let's
Yeah,
not go
let's
there.
go.
Sarah
Let's not go there.
4553 as my GF, and then Shy and Sarah. Oh my, nah, I'm not gonna get into it. That's
Don't
too
get
funny.
into it, Exo. That's not the time.
Oh
She'll
no.
get really pissed at you. She knew you're talking. I'm just gonna say that right now. We both know. Hey, man, she
Oh
she cut
my
your head off, dude.
god.
Nah, man, I still appreciate her for what she did. That's all I'm saying.
All right. I think that was all, wasn't it? Like, I'm pretty sure I've covered everything. It's been a whole 2 hours. Holy crap. Oh my gosh, I'm literally getting my voice box is getting tired. I haven't talked this much in a long time.
The final dismissed.
Well, Alex, listen, when you're ready to talk to me, I know you're going to have stuff to say to me one-on-one. When you're ready, let's go. I don't care if it's midnight. I don't care if it's 1 in the morning. If I'm awake, just DM, and I'll be right there. That's all you got to do. I'll probably be going 30-0 on Black Ops anyway, so I appreciate it. And listen, Arrow, and Psychedelic, when all this shit ends, dude, we got to go to a buffet or something.
Can I come?
Who's asking that?
Alexa.
Hey,
Private.
I'm not against the idea if everybody wants to go to a
Private.
buffet.
You should have
Yes.
me and your real life friends all just go out to dinner.
That'll be nice once this shit ends, honestly.
PA meeting. Let's go, guys. Everyone fly to the US. Whoever's
I
not
think
there.
I think you're the only one that has to fly over here, bro.
No, Bach too. Bach too.
There's a lot of GMT here.
Exactly.
Hey, actually, I have been to Chuck E. Cheese like 12 years ago.
Chuck E. Cheese.
Yes, I've been
Bro,
there.
we should all go to Chuck E. Cheese. Shit's actually fucking fun. Went there like
Hit up Chuck E. Cheese. Let's go.
Dude, they're gonna think we're all pedophiles.
Of course you have an Connor.
Hey, in
I
all
like you,
seriousness
bro.
though, like I do love myself a meal, but nonetheless, I appreciate everybody here. Your service is valued greatly. I don't even know what half the people here even look like, but that's fine. It doesn't matter to me. Like, what's important ultimately how you guys came together and we persevered through these 10 years. If you're here, you made it. Like, we all made it. So ultimately, I appreciate everything. Doesn't mean that the server is getting shut down either. Still going to be up. Off duty is still going to be open. HTX might even do a game night every year. Other than that, the main events are pretty much done. You guys should understand. I was going to mention this speech, but basically the high command is also getting older. Let me point out my old lady who's like closer to
Ouch.
22.
Damn. Damn.
Ouch.
She is 21.
Wow.
Yeah. All the way.
Never mention a woman's age, bro.
Damn.
Where's the
She
walking
knows I'm
stick?
kidding. She knows I'm kidding. She
Yeah,
knows
I
I'm
know. I'm just giving him a hard time.
all seriousness though, yeah. I was gonna say, like I said, HTX, I'm going to give you that role right now.
Jeez, stop asking for it. He's gonna give it to you. God damn.
Yeah, like
Chill.
relax. HTX, I'm promoting HTX to general like I promised him.
You're not chill. You've been posting that like 3 fucking times. You posted it 3
HTX,
times.
and relaxed. Like I'm going to give you it.
Can I get the general roll back?
Can I become a ghost in Marauders?
No, you suck.
Hey, I'm a good team player, bro.
Yeah.
Nonetheless, I was going to say, as for the museum, we're probably going to have to add like an admin script or something. So at least, like in the future, like at least we can people around if we have to. So I'm sorry about the mobile players not being able to get in.
They got in. I fixed it.
They got in eventually. Okay, good. I'm sorry about that in the beginning. We had that mishap. We were not really fully ready for it.
Yeah, I was
So
scramming, and I ended up
it was a
I had
scramble.
to
Yes,
I
it
had
was a
to scramble and do my chores real quick before, because I had
All
like
night.
20 minutes of chores. I like and
All
then
night
I
long.
flew in here. Yeah.
My goodness, you need to slow down one of these days, or else I won't be able to keep up with you.
Why don't you slow me down?
I'll trip you. Slow you down that way.
Ouch. Okay. Damn.
All right. Well, thank you guys for everything. Any final questions for me before we head out here? Open in DMs, but like I'm gonna be having a lot of DMs, so.
I have a question.
Curb's asking for the ex Marauder role. Some high rank would take care of that. Marauder leader. I'm sorry. Well,
Can I go ahead and unmute everybody just in case? Because when they leave the
don't know.
VC,
Yeah, that's perfectly fine. But I'm gonna say this now. I just want to say a big thanks to ultimately our allies and everyone else out there that has been supporting us from the outside. It means a lot. I wouldn't have been able to get this far without some of your help. It means the world to me that you wanted to stick by this clan, even though you're not in it. What's up, Ward?
Hi.
Hello.
Are you Private 154?
Yes.
All right.
Oh.
I think he
he
just
muted
wanted to say that.
himself.
He was making sure it was the real Private 154. We haven't heard you talk like this in a while, Private.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah,
He's
you
not
got a
much
lot of
of a
alt accounts,
talker,
bro. A lot of
usually.
imposters.
I am the real Private 154. I'm just not masking myself anymore.
It's just
I'm
a
not
lot
hiding.
of people who want to be private, bro.
Yeah.
Facts.
No, I am. Trust me.
He
Only the
usually
real
puts on a
Private
front
154
towards
would know.
PAE, and I can vouch.
Only
Where's
the
pro-
real.
Where's Private 153?
Yeah.
Not here. Okay, Curb actually had something that he wanted me to say. It's just a paragraph. He said he didn't know if he'd be able to make it a ceremony because he's at his girl's place, but he said he'd like to say thanks to us for the awesome experiences during his 3 years in the group. Yesterday, during his RSS ceremony, he got promoted to general, and he thought how PAE and the experiences of this group shaped him into not just a raid leader, but a leader in general. He says he doesn't think he would be where he is today in clans without being in PAE. Lastly, he said he'd like to thank all the members in PAE and me and Husky. So I appreciate it. If someone could pass this along to Curb, that I appreciate it.
Curb's in the
I don't
VC.
even know if he's here or not. Well,
Big man
thank you,
Curb.
for that. And I appreciate that. Nonetheless, I'm gonna be looking here, make sure. What is it, Blue? Enchanted.
Drop a big up to Curb, boys.
Would you like some crispity, crunchy, munchy, Cracker Jack, Nibbler,
Oh
Snapcracker,
my
Pop Boys,
God.
Triple Shy Queen, Jilby Delights?
Or would you like some beef Wellington, bacon bat, barms,
Oh,
cobs,
God.
stoddies, tea cakes, all you mean smash your sandwich, side minute symbols?
No, thank you to either of those, and
No,
I'm
that's
not putting the
cringe
soda.
in the bro.
It was worth a try. It was worth a try, honestly. Also,
I'm not putting the soda down. I'm not putting it down.
put it down. Put the soda down.
Private, I have a serious question.
Drink it.
No, don't do it. Oh,
Drink the Pepsi.
do it. Oh.
I don't even have it right here. I just said I'm putting it down when I get it.
I will
We'll go get it.
find your IP and I will send you a pizza and then I'll break into your house.
You're gonna find my IP. I better change it. As if you know anything about networking. Good try.
Yeah.
Ninja, if you lay a finger on my man,
Oh yeah. What are you gonna do? What are you gonna do, huh?
you're gonna be 6 feet under the
I'm
ground.
gonna fry your
This is
router.
not necessary.
I'm gonna wake up. I'm gonna be like in a coffin. I'm gonna be buried alive.
You're gonna be 6 feet under the ground.
Play the coffin dance music. She finna get
Nonetheless,
very.
oh yeah, about the credit card. I actually have a pretty funny story about that. Actually, if people want to hear it, I don't know if you guys want.
I want to hear the information of your credit card.
I want
Not
Robux.
not the information now. The credit.
Just give us the 16 digits on the front and those 3 digits on the back real quick.
Hey, the date too.
Yeah, the date too.
It's not long.
Might need that.
But if you guys want to, you can stay.
Also,
I guess
your
it's
last
up to
name.
you. It was a long time ago. I was like, I guess you could say 9.
Yo, somebody's exploding at the fucking exam.
Yeah, I'm gonna shut down the museum server real quick.
Oh man.
Because there's a bunch
Who's
of.
Bridge.
I see myth people here. It's lurching.
Exploiting the museum.
Yeah, there was some randoms.
Nope.
Okay, well, I'm not worried about it.
Oh, well.
If they're gonna exploit it, it's not my
Hey,
issue.
hey,
you guys can get out of there if you want.
I already shut down the server.